Scott, you and I are back in the world of Steam World Build. After coming off the Steam Fest demo, you and I were pretty high on this game, wondering if this could really take off. Now we're in the world of Xbox, taking it to the console side, and how it feels and goes over there, well, sometimes it's determined. These city builders kind of live and breathe on the world of PC, but we're starting to see a lot of them make their ways over. And Steam World Build is a nice addition to the console, isn't it?
Oh, I've played exclusively through the Xbox app on the PC, but I've found it to fit just perfectly fine there. And coming off of the demo, we got to know what to expect, and it filled in all of its promises, I think.
Absolutely. The story's pretty lighthearted. You have your Steam World characters. This is, I think, honestly, the first time, Scott, where I've seen the city builder take it to another level and go below ground. Normally we're playing like SimCity or City Skylines as of late, right? Everything's on the surface, more or less. Here we're actually going underground. We're getting miners. We're crafting out certain specific miners to get certain material and then kind of build from there, which then take those resources above ground and then build out. And then you branch off into different areas. Dude, it hooked me. Here's my problem. I'm on console and I'm on the television and the writing, the fine print writing is so small when I sit on my couch. So I go into the settings, I look for the options, I'm like, yo, I can't make it any larger. Yeah, I'm only getting older, right? My eyes are getting worse. And I was like, I'm squinting, I'm trying to see what I'm reading. I'm able to make it out, but at the same time, if we can enlarge some of that font just a little bit bigger, that would have really helped elevate this game. I think for me personally, and for a lot of others that are going to console, we're not right in front of our monitors recording like we are today, but we're instead on the couch, more a kind of a cozy, comfy situation. But for me, dude, that dialogue was just so it's one of the first things I noticed, right? Because you start the game, boom, hits you with this dialogue, and you gotta, okay, this is how this works, this is how that works. I'm like, I can't see it, like I gotta move forward a little bit here. But all in all though, I thought everything worked out really well. I would have liked to have seen the ability when I get into my buildings to see what buildings I already have laid down. I think that was the other thing. As you progress further, you kind of unlock more resources, which then require other things to be opened up and unlocked and so forth. Dude, it's really hard to find out what buildings do I already have, right? I've already got sheet metal going, but where do I put that? I don't know.
Yeah, and the different locations of where to put things is kind of leads to my first frustration. Yeah. So getting to this game, I have to echo what you say with the font. That's something that I find annoying as time goes on, the march of time. But getting into it, I thought, all right, well, it has kind of a Meet the Robinsons feel, the robot family look to it, and I thought that was nice and cutesy. So I'm enjoying it. But I'm getting annoyed because I'm not sure exactly the long form, the game of it. How do I place my neighborhoods, my little subdivisions next to my different service centers? And then as things progress and you get up kind of up the tech tree, you get different classes of citizen, and those citizens can move in, but then you're taking some of these old neighborhoods because you're using those same houses and leveling them up. It gets really cluttered and really messy because some of these new people need different services, and although this makes sense in a resource management kind of thing, and that's just fine, I found it got really frustrating when it gets to the second and third levels of citizens getting so complicated that in order to satisfy the needs of my engineers, I need to hit 8 different criteria instead of 3 different criteria, just for example. And although that's fun and satisfying when you can nail it down, it gets really frustrating in terms of organization across the map. And my city is not aesthetically pleasing whatsoever, and it gets much worse when you go below ground. But having that below ground kind of segment, kind of a separate world, I thought is really interesting. Taking it to new levels is a funny joke that I'm not sure you meant to make, but it's a good one.
Scott, Steam World Build has definitely been a nice addition to the world of city builders. I think it's got its hooks into me, and I'm there enjoying my time. It's been a blast to play. Story's there to push along some of the gameplay. The mayor, the overall, that female character is rather annoying, but that's her role is to be that over the top kind of embarrassing character that you got to deal with. But all in all, dude, it's had fun. Well, the other thing I would have liked to have seen is the ability to curve some roads. Dude, it's literally just a grid, right? Everything's just gridlocked, boom, 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 and that's it. So if we could add some more fancy curves in there. It would have been nice to have that a little bit more pleasing to the cityscape when I start building out everything. All in all, though, dude, for me, this wraps up with an 8. I've had a blast playing this game. What about you?
I'm just a little bit, just a hair lower than you. I'm there with a 7.5 because I think, although this is a great addition to a city builder, I'm the kind of city builder fan that I like to make a nice, aesthetic, pleasing, beautiful city, and this is not exactly the game for that. I think this is a great game, however. 7.5.